just a couple of quick pictures on the inside. It's really hard to capture what's going on in there, but the whole point is we're at the finishing stages. We're painting. We're getting ready to do the flooring here very soon. You'll see a picture, ceilings going up. This is the main entryway right here. Here's the reception area. There again, that's looking in the main reception area here. Here's some examples of some offices. You'll know that this whole building is made of steel and masonry, so there's no wood in the whole building, so no concerns about all the moisture. There's a ton of moisture in these buildings, so that's a great feature. This is kind of a little bit of a storage area, but that's a gym pop section of it. Here's our main corridors running down. These all get tidied up, cleaned up, all new flooring. As you run through, you can see a lot of our duct work and electrical work is already in and done, so we're real close to being complete on the project. See ceiling, tile, lights, all that stuff that you see at the very end of the job going in. So this has been a very good project as well, and we're looking to wrap that up here in May. Any questions?
Questions from Matt? All right. Thank you very much, Matt, John, and Matt Hagel for work on the annex. This is some serious upgrades on things that we've had. So, moving on to communications from elected and appointed county officials. Is there anybody? Mr. Crawford?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have three things. One is a quick legislative update, and there's three bills I wanted to mention. One, the UCCI is supporting, and two, we are opposed. The support is House Bill 5085 by Manley. It requires that all DAC, that's probably on your attention radar, publish a budget in its official website and get approval of that budget from the full commission and by the county board, both where the DAC is organized. It also provides that all DACs are subject to the Freedom of Information Act, which they all currently aren't. So hopefully that'll pass, because it clarifies county board's role of approving the DAC budget. It's a little more intensive than before, and that's great timing for us. Two things we oppose, and they're both due to the fact that they violate unfunded mandates. One is Senate Bill 3076, that expands the definition of eligible employee for line of duty disability benefits to include any part-time or full-time employee of the county sheriff. So that's not currently happening, but if this bill passes, it would. So we're opposed to that. The second one and the last one we're opposed to is House Bill 5391, also by Manley. That makes significant changes to auditing, Mindy, requirements for local government and the role of the comptroller. It increases the state comptroller's role in county auditing, even with external auditors. And of course, you can imagine what Russ thinks. I think that that's one more way that the state of Illinois is trying to take authority away from county boards and put it in their bailiwick. So the other two things I want to mention is there's two Tazewell County board members who have been now officially approved for the 2026 Leadership Academy. One is John Hopkins and the other one is Catherine Stump. And I'm very proud to have those two represent Tazewell County. I think there's one spot left if anybody else is interested. And the last thing is, go Illini tomorrow. Thank you, Chairman.
Two quick updates. You have in front of you, we had the announcement about this is the time to fill out your statement of economic interest. They are available online now, so that explains to you how to get online and find the electronic form to fill out. It's no longer, it doesn't have to be a paper form anymore, which we've always had traditionally. We can get paper forms to you if you'd like, but it's a lot easier just to jump on. I did it earlier today, filled out that so that you can get your statement of economic interest filed with us. The other one was just to announce that The Illinois State Historical Society announced their Best of Illinois History Awards. The Tazewell County Board was recognized with 2 awards. One for the 75th anniversary of the Korean War Remembrance event that we held at the courthouse. The county board, the clerk's office, and the Veterans Assistance Commission, really the only one within the region, I think maybe one of the few within the state that recognized the 75th anniversary of the Korean War. And of course, we had 9 Korean War veterans there to share their stories from our county. The other one was for the USS Tazewell display. The Tazewell County Board, Tazewell County Clerk's Office, and Tazewell County Veterans Assistance, along with the Tazewell County Maintenance Department, was recognized for putting that display up in our courthouse. The Maintenance Department, not only was the display recognizing the fact that the Maintenance Department utilized pieces of the current courthouse to make the display so that it was historic in value as well, made the stand holding the display special in its own right, and they recognized that. There was also the City of Washington and Pekin Community High School recognized. In total, 7 groups from Tazewell County are being recognized.
Crawford?
It's brief. I want to congratulate John on electrifying the Statement of Economic Interest. I've bitched for 10 years to John that I can do it in Peoria County, but I couldn't do it in Tazewell County, and he finally he got his staff to move on that, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Very good. Anyone else? All right, John, thank you very much for your work on those different items. John and Catherine, you guys will enjoy that class. I know I took it, Frank took it, Russ took it, I think Chairman Zimmerman took it, a couple others as well, so it's a good class to go through. All right, moving on to approve the minutes of the February 25th meeting. I need a motion, please. Motion by Mr. Schmidball, second by Mr. Stimson. Thank you very much. Are there any changes or amendments? All those in favor, signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you very much. And then we have an in-place transportation meeting. Mr. Miller?
Yes, I'll call the in-place transportation committee meeting to order. Can I have roll call, please?
Chairman Mennel?
Here.
Vice Chair Frail? Here. Helms?
Here.
Graff? Stimson? Here. Woodrow?
Here.
Mylan?
Here.
Here.
Okay, we got one item of new business. It's a joint funding agreement with IDOT. This is concerning Broadway Road between Springfield Road and Interstate 155. This will be federal funds, but we have to approve, we have to enter into an agreement with them to do so. We aren't appropriating any funds at this time. It's just an agreement so we can move forward. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor, aye. Opposed? Motion passes. We're in recess. Thank you.
Point of order. I don't think we've got a motion yet.
No, there was no motion.
No?
There needs to be a
You're right.
motion in a second.
Sorry.
Motion from here.
Motion by Frail, second by Woodrow. Sorry about that. Any discussion? All those in favor, aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you.
Greg, I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. Thank you very much for helping me out. All right.
Things move.
And now we're down to our consent agenda. With that one, item 10 is automatically pulled. Is there anything else? Mr. Miller?
24.
24, that'll be when we get to appointments and reappointments. Anything else on the consent agenda? Mr. Crawford?
If there are no other items to pull, then I would make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, sir. Second by Mr. Schneider.
19.
19 by Mr. Hopkins. Still with our motion and second. All those in favor signify by aye. Opposed? Thank you very much. All right, moving on to item 10, this just came out of the in place. Motion to get on the floor, motion by Mr. Crawford, second by Mr. Schmidtall. Thank you. Any discussion regarding this? Mr. Sin?
Yeah, Greg or Dan, what are they doing? What's this for? Is this expansion, shoulders, what?
I'll let Dan explain it.
We were fortunate enough to get, to request some grant funding to resurface Broadway from Springfield Road to 155. It's fairly, it's exactly the same type of work that we use our local funds for, but we can do more this year. It's almost 3 miles along the Cloverdale and Broadway.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All those in favor signify by aye. Opposed? Thank you very much. Moving down to item number 19, motion to get this on the floor. Motion by Mr. Hopkins, second by Mr. Stimson. Thank you. John?
I knew there was a couple questions in committee on this, so I just thought I'd give Elliot he preferred, or just wanted to make sure, I guess, we get through those issues, work through those issues, or Jackie maybe knows where we're at.
I think we're pretty well through them all, but Jackie, I don't see it. Sorry, she's short.
After the last meeting, we did discuss this and land use as well as some of the questions that were brought up. I had sent Mindy and Brett a response to a lot of those questions, and I also sent that out to the committee along with Matt Drake's comments today. So I think we've worked through that, and I don't want to put words in anyone else's mouth, but I'll go through this, and then if Ellie and his team have anything else to say. With regards to the landowner payment that is expected to be received by the landowner by the operations period that is scheduled to commence by April the 1st, the well power easement, the facility owner has confirmed that confirmed with Ameren, that there's no concern to the property owner by placing the solar panels on that particular property. As far as the insurance goes, Ellie was kind enough to provide us with a certificate of insurance, including Mr. Yance, ourselves, the commercial policy that is in essence the pollution policy. So it stated all of those items. We did kind of talk through at length the site grading, and their team might be better to explain this, but the goal is to take that sand off site. It's not to retain it, it's not to return it. They will grade the property not completely flat, but replace the topsoil that is there. They have agreed to do some additional borings in the area where the sand is going to be removed. The landowner, in speaking with, and actually Ted and Doug are not the landowner, it's their sister Carol, but in speaking with them, directly with Doug, he did say that he understood the sand would be removed. That was actually a request out there, is that it not be spread around the site. So he was aware of that, he just didn't know the details. He's still questioning where it's going to be taken, and I think ideally, because it's additional cost to them to remove it from the site, anywhere local would be better, but if they have to take it elsewhere, that's an expense that they're going to incur.
The Younces aren't here, so they don't have any complaints about this at the moment. Mr. Sin?
Dan, are you okay with that, as it was road agreement acknowledging the movement of that many tons of product?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I did follow up with Dan on that, and Greg had already spoken with him, and he doesn't have any concerns about that additional loading, and is confident in the road use agreement that if anything unforeseen should happen, it will be taken care of.
Mr. Woodruff?
Does that well have to be capped? The irrigation's gonna be removed? within
I'm
40
being
years?
told no.
Mr. Crawford?
On wind farms and solar, I don't care whether a board member votes for it or against it. I'm against a lot of them. Depends, I'm for them if the location is correct. But I am really opposed to any county board member voting against two parts. One is this part, which we're voting on, the decommissioning part. That, and the other one is the road use, because Jackie and Danny work real hard on those, and they benchmark, and they do a good job. But the decommissioning is where we protect our budget. We protect liability, which Mike cares a lot about, and we protect the citizens of Tazewell County. And so, if for some reason a county does approve one of these projects, please vote for the decommissioning and the road use agreement that goes along with it. Thanks.
Other questions? Thank you. All those in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Schmidl? All right, thank you so much. All right, finished with our consent agenda. We are on to appointments and reappointments, and we're gonna pull number 24, so that won't be on there. But may I get a motion for the others? And 25 as well? You just want to abstain, you don't want to poll? Okay. Okay.
Can I abstain on 23?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. But we're still pulling 24 off the agenda as a whole. So may I get a motion for the others? Motion by Mr. Nelms, second by Mrs. Prado. All those in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all so much. Moving down with no unfinished business or new business, we need a motion to approve the April 26th calendar. Motion by Mr. Schneider, second by Mr. Hopkins. Thank you. Any changes or corrections? All those in favor, signify by aye. Opposed? With that, we are in recess until April 29th, 2026. Thank you very much. Have a good week.